Don't know why. Hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why I say good. Hello, hello, hello. Can't do this much longer. Oh, cold. I have cold legs today. I woke up, my legs were cold. They were outside the covers. Oof. Yeah. I don't know. Wednesday, 122 2025. 122 2025. January 22nd, 2025. Don't even know what I called this now, bugger. I am so foggy. Basically, when you get to the point, and we'll all go up and down, up and down, up and down. I got to a point. I've got to a point many times. Okay, but I want to slow this freaking wave down. So I don't want to go up and down every 10 minutes. Well, I mean, different. No, we're talking about something completely different. All right. Moods and mood swings. I saw my mood doing this yesterday. I saw it. I witnessed it. It's like I wasn't in my own body, and I saw it go, wow, up, down, and it was like a seismic graph that had been squashed together all in the course of like a matter of 4 or 5 hours. It just went zigzag, zag. And the only thing that really slowed it down was when I focused on my problems. I mean, I was trying to help somebody else, and I did help somebody else, and I did my best, and it worked out. But when I sat down at the end of the day and focused on who I am, what I am, and why I am, I managed to slow things down enough to stop thinking, to stop the chatter. It was only then that I managed to slow this ridiculous graph. So the zigzag, oi, 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 I ran nightclubs for a long while, and I do music and art, and that's what I enjoy. I love it. And the influence that music and art can have, music soothes the savage beast. Well, it certainly does, but it also heightens the emotions which you can manipulate. So, excuse me. Oh, just can't wake up and get warm. So music soothes the savage beast, right? But there are emotions that are triggered in music, which obviously, we have no idea. Well, we do. We have some idea that they're, but what emotion it's triggering and what memory it evokes and all that stuff. You don't. It's different for each person. But the beat, the tempo, the pomp. Yeah. So yeah, what I was saying was you can, and I've seen guys do this, go go from having a crowd being like, oh, mellow, this is cool, I'm liking this, to going completely frantic by just slightly increasing the beat or doubling the tempo, quadrupling the tempo. Good drummers, good drummers know this. You know, the double kick pedal. You know, you can do twice as fast. You know, and it drives. You know, so I don't know. I mean, my tempo changed. My evenness of my day yesterday changed to, you know, a drummer with a double pedal. I was like, whoa, 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 all day. And it wasn't like I was catching my breath. It wasn't like I couldn't keep up with it. It's just it felt uncomfortable. It wasn't my pace. It wasn't my way. I got it done. I got things done, but it's like it just wasn't my way. And it continued all day pretty much. Mind was agitated. So we're in this washing machine, right? All of us, this huge washing machine called society. Excuse me. Here we all are, all the human beings in the world, all of us inside this washing machine. And we're thinking good thoughts, and it's just, oh, it's brilliant. Everything's cool, everything's clean. We're all in there, and we're going, hey, how you doing? All right. The water's warm, it's lovely. And then all of a sudden, the water gets cold. You're like, whew, wait a minute. And then it gets warm again. You're like, oh, okay, that's cool. But it's, you know, it's a little different. And then it's low. You start seeing each other. There's no bubbles anymore. Nothing. We're in the washing machine, right? Washing machine. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. And then somebody hits spin cycle. Who the hell are you? Wait a minute. But you're looking outside for it. You just got to be ready for it. Spin cycle. It's going to happen. Society, we can't live aside. Even those people that live up on those tall pillars and meditate and have food sent up to them and all that, they're still part of society. They're still interacting with society. They're just rejecting it. But you can't reject society. Society is us. We are it. You are it. I am it. Uh-oh, I'm it. Tag, you're it. Yeah, I used to play that as kids. That was really funny. Tag, you're it. Oof. But you always were, you see. Tag, you're it. Well, wait a minute. I touched something. Yeah, but it was yourself that touched it. So you're it. Oh dear. Philosopher's tag. Wasn't me. Oi. I think I used a Blake quote as the placeholder for this morning pontification. And I think it's the one about eternal forgiveness. I forgive you and you forgive me for eternity. Are we likely to make mistakes? Yes. Especially if we're pushing into new boundaries. You know, I mean, people are talking about, you know, oh, you've got to have your boundaries. Well, everybody has boundaries. I mean, gosh, we can't just launch ourselves off 50-story buildings and expect to fly. So of course we have boundaries, but the boundaries are our reality. If we don't push beyond the boundaries of our reality, we will never express the adventure, the sense of unknown, the true adventure of life, you know, somewhere where it's like, I haven't done this before, but I'm going to give it a go, you know. And then you find out, oops, and you skin your knees, or skin your partner's knees, or your friend's knees, or, you know, you accidentally hurt somebody. Accidentally. But we're all going to do it. We're all going to make mistakes. Am I mistaken? Oh, put that in there. See, I'll put it in the chat. Am I mistaken? Come on. So the circle of life is the circle of forgiveness. Forgiveness to self, forgiveness to others. Forgiveness to self, forgiveness to others. It's just the way it is. None of us are perfect. If we were perfect, I'd be very, very... If you know somebody that you think is absolutely perfect, look through the keyhole in the bathroom when they're taking a shit. No, that's gross. That is absolutely gross. Sorry, scrub that for the mind. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. Are they compassionate? Are they empathetic? Then they're good people. But if they're telling you what you should do, watch out, because you don't know their intention. Now, some announce their intention and you think, oh, it's okay, he's never going to follow through on that one. And he does, or she does, or why they do. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I never thought he'd really do it. Well, we're in that dangerous position right now with world leaders. We're electing the least empathetic and compassionate leaders because we're fearful. So we don't want them being weak through compassion. It's backwards. Stop. It's backwards. Don't put someone in front of you negotiating for you who hasn't got your values. Why would you do that? I want to get a cup of coffee, so I'm going to build this huge wall between me and the coffee, but I'm going to get somebody else to build it, and then I'm not going to be able to reach my coffee. It's like, well, why not just make your own coffee and pick it up and drink it? Power of intention. Got to come from the heart. Got to be forgiving and be forgiven. That doesn't mean you go out and make a billion mistakes knowing that they're like, oh yeah, well, I'm not supposed to do that. But no, you got to be careful out there. But caring full, you know, I'm full of care is different from safe. You know, a lot of people have been telling me, you've got to be safe. And it's like, safety seems like it has parameters. Stay safe. I know they're well-intentioned people who say that to me, and it's just language. But is it just language? That's the thing. Is it just language? I got into an incredible argument with somebody who took something I said the wrong way, which is very easy to do because one or two things with me. One, I don't speak the language in the country where I live, and Two, it's almost impossible, all things are possible. Okay. It's very difficult. No, scratch that. I try to communicate. No, that's not communicating. I communicate poorly. That's the truth. We all do. We communicate poorly. So the breakdown in communication yesterday resulted in raised voices and agitation. I talked about the zigzag. I don't think either of us that were in this zigzaggy world were even aware of where it started, what it was about. But we just both needed to vent, but we didn't know what key word or what trigger word. And it may not have been a word, it may have just been an emotional feeling. But the point being is we still entered into the fray, and I don't like it. I absolutely did not like the unnecessary agitation, the unnecessary increased heartbeat, the unnecessary feeling of hopelessness trying to defend something you don't even know you weren't even aware offended the other person. It's really, really tough when you get into these arguments and fights, and usually it's you. It's not the other person, because you had the opportunity to walk away or be silent. Sometimes silence is the key. The whole less is more argument. Say less. But when you're comfortable with somebody and they start in a conversation, it's like, oh, I like the color blue. I think blue's an awful color. What? How can you say that? And there it goes, you see. I like the color orange. Well, yeah, I mean, that's fairly obvious. You're a lunatic. You always wear orange. No, I'm not a lunatic. Yes, you are. You're a lunatic. Okay, I'm a lunatic. Huh? See? You told you we were. It's like some people just have to fricking win. And what we've seen recently, especially with this recent circus sideshow of an inauguration of a man who's supposed to be seriously taking care of the country with his bunch of cronies. And it doesn't matter, I don't care which side you vote for, but there's a whole idea. I've got a sword and I've got a big gun. I'm waving my club around and you better watch out. Whoa. I mean, if any of you out there, my friends, Romans and countrymen, lend me your ears, or even part of them. Greetings. Greetings, live long and prosper. It's Catherine Titus. Hello, Catherine. She's in the chat. It doesn't matter who the person was. There's all this pomp and ceremony around the emperor's new clothes. Did you see what he was wearing? Oh, did you see his wife? Did you see that hat she had on? It's like petty. It's like, come on. If you want to have a representative for you, give me your vote. And I will do exactly what you want, because I know what you want. I know better for you what you want. I am a hopeless controller of people. I am a politician. I'm sincere. Vote for me. I don't listen to anything any politician says. They all have exactly the same owners. Of course, but the point is, do you care for your fellow man? Do you care for those people that still invest themselves in a system that is broken, and hopefully save a few of them? Do you try to? If you don't try to, then you're living an isolationist world, which they want you to live anyway, where you're cut off from the rest of society by your thoughts, your dreams, your spoken word. If you want to be an isolationist, great. Go be one. Stop interfering with other people who are trying to change the world. But you must understand that if you don't see what the other people see, then you will never understand how easily misled they are and how easily you can influence them to say, wait a minute, I could take control of my own life. Okay, so I'm going to refute what you're saying here in the chat, Catherine, and I'm sorry, because I like you. I like you a lot. I like your stories. Write your story down, put it out to the world. But this commentary you're making here is sadly, to me, what they want you to do. Isolate yourself in a faraway community and then poke fun at it. That's just not going to work. Your compassionate caring changes everything. You're missing. Look, there's no. You're making comparison studies. Elephant in the room, T-Rex in the room. Well, it doesn't matter what's in the room. What I'm trying to say is we can change the room. Your room is this limitation. Stop it. Shine like a beacon. Be the change that you want to see in the world. Love people. Go out and love people and make their lives feel like worthwhile. You have to touch people in their emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual selves in order to grow the transmission and reception that there is in this world. This is all just you being you. Please be you. And it's wonderful. I'm getting to know this person in the chat, and as I get to know them, I see they're going around in circles, and their circle is so tight that they're not really reaching anybody. And then they complain about not reaching anybody because they do their spiritual practice. But it's not just spiritual, emotional, physical, mental. These are all need to be combined in order to influence other people. And you have to see what other people are attracted to, because their attractors are what take their focus off their inner work so as they can shine. And then we can all shine together. Humanity is a whole. It's not a series of individuals, dog eat dog, and I'm going to kill you before you kill me. That's all bollocks. Forgive others, forgive me. Forgive others, forgive me, for all eternity. Hiya. Yes, please help everybody. Juicy and Lucy are in. Yay! It's the Muppet Show tonight. For me, I'm a Muppet. I did a song. It's a beautiful Mike Leigh film called Meantime. And during the course of Meantime, there's two brothers, one of whom seems a little retarded, and the other one who is like trying to be cock of the north, And the cock of the north one, I think, is Phil Daniels, is telling Tim Roth, the young Tim Roth, who plays the part of the supposedly retarded one. He keeps saying, "You're a Muppet." And of course, Tim Roth says, "I ain't a Muppet." Well, we're all Muppets. That's what I think. I think we're all Muppets. If we're being puppeted, let's forget the Muppets, because otherwise I'll get into some sort of copyright strike for mentioning the Muppets. But We're all being puppeted by each other. Now, we all know that society as a whole is being puppeted by a handful of lunatics, right? A handful of lunatics. Well, isn't it time you just went, oh, fuck this. I ain't playing this game anymore. Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk. Oh, hey. Wow. I can do this on my own. Fucking hell. I can do anything I want. Yeah. Wow. Peaceful. I have the power to be peaceful. Wow. So that's what we have to do. We have to go around cutting those strings. We have to do it gently and carefully. Because a lot of people, they'll collapse in a heap on the floor and they'll think they can't get back up. So those that have fallen, we can go over and say, it's okay. You can get up. It's fine. I mean, this is Pinocchio, isn't it? Isn't it weird? Yes, you can change the status of the world. Somebody's already changing it, isn't it? Look, stop saying can't and won't, and shan't and shall, and should and shouldn't. Do what you have to do, but stop telling people they can't. It's just rubbish, Catherine. Sorry. Can you get out of the chat, please? You're annoying me because you're saying rubbish just because you're stuck. And you are stuck. I saw you being stuck. We had a video chat. I saw you being stuck and going around in circles and talking about you. You're stuck. Break out of your own stuck before you start criticizing other people who are out of their stuck. Come on. I want you to be free. I want you to think that you can be free. I know what Stockholm Syndrome. Stop trying to educate me. I know you know too. I know you know. You know I know. Stop. This is not a teaching place for me and you. Stuckmeister. See, you have to be nasty. Why be nasty? Catherine, I'm asking you to leave the chat because you're negative. Your negative influence is driving us away from each other. We could be very good friends, but you're driving us away by constantly criticizing anybody who's trying to help. Stuckmeister. You're the Stuckmeister. No, you're the Stuckmeister. It's just it's poor language. Poor language. I know you've been in pain your whole life. I know. Write your story down. Put it in an envelope, even if you don't want to give it to the public. Write it all down, every single instant of it. Put it in a box and say, fuck it. I'm not doing that anymore. I am the one that is negative. Watching fascist people. Stop. Were you in the Second World War too? I'm sorry. Were you in the First World War? Were you in the PSYOP that's going on right now? Are you part of the PSYOP that's going on right now? I don't want to get in an argument with you. We're going to get into that zigzag thing where we don't understand each other. It's probably better we don't talk. I'm not stubborn. I'm not stubborn. Larger macro perspective. Okay. You're looking down this little tiny lens and criticizing everybody. I'm the one looking at macro. I go macro, micro, macro, micro. We are what we want to see in the world. I agree with some of what you say, and I do believe that a lot of people in the indigenous community knew that. But we have to get to a place where we can accept that we are free, instead of accepting that they're all out there, fascist bastards. Well, you know what? They're in here too. They're in your heart. They're in your mind. We have to forgive and be forgiven. and forgive and be forgiven. It's a constant. I haven't lost my sense of humor. I haven't lost my ability to interact. I am not isolating myself from this world or this society. There are times when I despair of its stupidity, because as a collective, it's not really sure what it's doing and it's acting like a 2-year-old child. But we really must recognize that we are society itself. We are humanity. We, all of us, from the psychopaths to the psychopaths. You want to go out and ride your bike? Be a psychopath. We're all part of this wonderful human experience. And the nearer we are to love and peace, the better our life will be. Gosh, that was really difficult. Oh dear. Why do people really want to control other people? Is it because they're out of control themselves? Because if you are, take the inner journey, breathe in with it. Recognize we're all fucking stupid. We make mistakes. And we forgive ourselves. And we try not to repeat those mistakes, but we probably will, in some way, shape or form, in another way, make more mistakes. So forgive me, and I will forgive you. Not and I will. No. Forgive me, I forgive you. Forgive me, I forgive you. But if you keep doing this stupid thing, the same stupid thing, over and over and over, then I will have to walk away. And I'll walk away from individuals to heal the collective. Of course. We are humanity. We're not isolationists. Sure, we're snowflakes. All of us are snowflakes. Individually beautiful and unique. But at the moment, we're in a snowdrift. Use your individual, micro, collect power to influence the macro, the collective. Influence society with kindness, with love, with understanding, with care, with empathy. Forgive each other. Catherine, I know you've had a hard journey to get where you are. I do understand. I understand, if that makes any difference. I think it does. But you're not going to lift people's spirits by dampening them. Your desire needs fuel. Okay. Even the good witch. The sandwich. Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry. It's breakfast time. Breakfast time. The hands that tell me, wow, 8:03. I've been too long. 30 minutes is usually my marker. I love you all of you, and I forgive you. And she's woke lots of talking about that. No, I don't know how people. I mean, Juicy and Lucy, I'd like to talk to you soon. Maybe we could. Maybe I'll call you when I have my second cup of coffee. You have individual and collective examples of how people are harming each other by thinking they're helping each other. I mean, you certainly got burnt by trusting a lunatic who is an isolationist. It's like, I'm the king, you know, and I'm talking about. I don't want to even badmouth people because it's not cool. And I didn't mean to badmouth you, Catherine. Give you nothing but love and peace and understanding. But please stop fighting. Stop fighting. One of my favorite movies, Dr. Strangelove. Stop fighting in the war room. Now, on the one hand, that irony is funny. But on the other hand, when you look at it, you're like, wow, micro, macro. Love and peace. I will see you again soon. I will try and call you, Juicy and Lucy, some way. I mean, there's got to be a way. Excuse me. Maybe I'll try Telegram. Yeah. All right. I love you. Bye.